And we are live. What is up, everybody? I appreciate you joining us. Welcome back to Picksburgh. You are joining us for Pickin Apart the Hobby, the weekly show where we talk about sports cards and everything happening within the sports card community. We also give you an interesting insight into the world of Transparent Grading Team, which is the company that we are all a part of, and that we're working real hard to try to bring a new level of transparency to the graded card industry and really just a hobby in general. But want to just go around and introduce some of my peeps here. These are all good people. I want you guys to be encouraged to go and follow. They're all on Instagram, and Drew and Mike both have YouTube channels. So I'm going to let those guys start off by plugging their channels and just kind of introduce you to my guys here. First off, Drew, do you want to just go ahead and anyone new to you and your channel, do you just want to give them a rundown of kind of what your vision is for it and what you do over there?
Yeah, sure. So, the channel's called Slab It Up. It's on YouTube. Mainly discussed, it's pretty much all sports cards for now. I haven't uploaded in a while. I definitely do plan on uploading more, getting more on a consistent schedule. I've just been brainstorming on which direction I want the channel to go, because I don't just want to be like another channel that talks about sports cards. And I think when people come to a channel, they want to really get some valuable information. And I don't just always want to show off collection stuff. I really want to be helpful to the hobby in whatever I do. So those are the things that I'm kind of bounce around on what I want to do moving forward. But it's definitely all about sports cards. Slab It Up is basically getting raw cards graded. I do kind of focus on that. So I would love to have anybody over there. If anybody has any questions or anything, just let me know. Put them in the chat. I'm relatively new to YouTube, under 100 subscribers, but looking to grow for sure. So appreciate you having me tonight.
Yeah. Anytime. And guys, if you're watching this on replay, go check out Drew. I'll put his link in the description of this video, so you'll be able to go back and click on that after the fact. Drew, you should be a mod. If you want to, you can drop your link in the chat, and it should go there for everyone to see. Cool. Mike, do you want to go ahead and let everybody know about you, man, and tell them about your channel you have with your dad?
Yeah, so like Anthony just said, Hodl Card Collection. It's me and my dad. We rip anything, not just sports cards. We do Star Wars, Pokemon, wrestling, the Garbage Pail Kids, anything that's a card that's in the stores that we can rip, we'll open up. Right now we post every other day, just ripping whatever we find. I think in the new year we're going to try to go live maybe once or twice a week to do some auctions to thin out our collection and make some money off of it. But other than that, Huddle Card Collection on YouTube and Instagram. So appreciate you guys checking us out, and thanks for having me again, Anthony.
Oh, anytime, man. I'd like to have you on a little more regularly, man. I was telling Mike and Chris today I want to start being able to showcase more of the team, and really get people to see the people that are behind what he does, So I think that's really cool to be able to have you on again, man. Alan, everybody knows him. That's Hot Hands Hodge. He's the guy that pulls all the fire. He's also the big boss man when it comes to PGT. So, he doesn't have a YouTube channel, but he kind of is a co-host of this channel, I would say, in a way. So
yeah, no one wants me to have a YouTube. No one wants me to have a YouTube. I'll take the Instagram.
I'll tell you what. Lately, I've made more thumbnails with Marty's face on it than mine. He's the real star of Pittsburgh now. Everybody wants to hang with the chef now.
YouTube, I'm not overly active on Instagram, but please feel free to follow me on my OnlyFans. It's overweight, sweaty blonde.
Yeah, I can speak from experience, guys. It's a quality family page. But I do want to say a quick what's up to everybody that's in the chat. We got my guy, This Breaks, here at 5:25. He said, you better get your popcorn ready. You know it. We definitely got a spicy show lined up for you guys. We got some big news to announce today as well. We got my guy, Thrift Beast, in the house. We're going to get Chris on a future episode as well. Chris is the newest virtual grader on our team, so I'm really excited to get his feedback and kind of what's been going on with him since he's kind of started with us and whatnot. My guy Gate City Paul is here in spirit. So here's something I want everybody to do in the chat right now. And then if you watch this, leave it in the comments. Say happy birthday, Paul. Today's Paul's birthday. That's why he's
Happy
not
birthday,
with us.
Paul.
Happy birthday, Paul.
Happy birthday to my guy. One of the best right there. Speaking of one of the best, you got hip flipping Mama in the house. Mama, you are probably about 75% of the reason that I picked the team I picked tonight for Monday Night Football. So we'll get to that later on in the show. But shout out to my homegirl, hip flipping Mama. Chris dropped Mike's link. Appreciate that.
Appreciate it, Chris.
Go ahead and click on that. I'm pretty sure YouTube also added the ability to click on each other's like names and go check out your channels again. So if that's the case, you can probably do it that way too. Turn off the TV in the background. That must have been earlier. My bad. Grunt Dad's in the house. What is up, my guy? Appreciate you and for letting us know about the background noise. Moko, what is up, my dude? Thrift Beast dropping Drew's link. Appreciate that too, my man.
Thank you, sir.
All right, I think we are all caught up in the house. Appreciate all you guys. Moko says, better have the fins. That will be a spoiler, Moko, but you might not be wrong. But yeah, so once Hot Hands gets back, we'll kind of get into the meat of the news. I do have a few other things I kind of wanted to touch on, but I guess the big thing everybody's talking about in the hobby right now would be our main competition. I would say PSA. There's now a $50 price point. So I know that we're another grading company, like professionally, but we're also collectors. Like I have a lot of PSA slabs in my collection. I know you guys probably have PSA slabs in your collection. Does the $50 price point, does that start to make sense for you guys as far as submitting like raw cards for grading as a collector? Like whoever wants to start, like
I will. 100% it makes sense. I'm not really the type I kind of loyal to my own cause, obviously. But I think if you hit something big enough, I think that's worthwhile. But I mean, if you're spending the $50, what kind of turnaround time are you going to be looking at?
Yeah, that was my question.
From what I understand, they're saying 3 months.
Yeah, it's 90 days. 90 days. I'll kind of add to it. If you're going to pay $50 and you know what card you want graded, we just talked about it before we went live. I'm sniping for cards that I want that are already paid for graded. So you could save money and grading costs and turnaround times. If you're like on a specific high for a card, like a Joe Burrow rookie auto, for example, after last night's game, his value's up. But if you had it before that and you paid $100 for the card and it's going to cost you $50 to send it off and wait 3 months to get it back to get your value, I would just buy the card already pre-graded or already graded and slabbed, because you can almost
so
tack
much
on
arbitrage to that. Like
Hey.
I know Marty's picked up some SGC slabs that literally were under $30, and it's like literally a newly, like it's a new card that just came out within months. So know that person spent more to grade that card than he paid for it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, and there's great arbitrage. Like you said, if you'll wait and you'll snipe to actually be able to get those cards cheaper than you can even grade them for right now. Now it's not guaranteed like that you'll get the specific card you want at a lower price or anything like that. But there's definitely, if you're not picky, if you're just looking for good collection pieces or whatever, you can find some really, really good deals, in the middle of the night.
Right, but also to add to that, it takes the guesswork out of sending your card in. You're basically sending your card in like this, not knowing the condition of it, but yet I'm paying knowing that it's a 9. Or if I resubmit somewhere else, for example, it could probably get higher. So I'm taking the guesswork out, and I'm taking the cost out of my pocket too by sniping. So that's kind of where I'm at right now.
And George makes a real good point here. He says that as a collector, he wouldn't send it for 50, but as a flipper, absolutely. Because I would do the same thing. Like right now, if like I'm ripping, like for example, like I know
Wrestling.
it's probably not even in the checklist, but when we get to our pickups, I'm gonna go over this box I picked up. But if I hit
Yep.
like an insane like Vince McMahon 1-of-1, like I will probably send that to PSA to get like slabbed up, because that's a card that one day, even though I probably won't want to sell it, could like buy me a car or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's those like everyone can disagree or agree however it works, but like for me PCs, I'm gonna pick something that's already been graded because it takes the guesswork out of me trying to hunt for that card in a hobby box or retail box, and I'm actually overpaying because hobby boxes are so expensive. If I'm looking for a one card from the hobby box, I'd rather just buy it already graded. I know what the grade is, and I don't have to wait the time to get it. That's kind of where I stand on that kind of aspect, because $700 for a hobby box to pull a Luca is it's pricey. Why don't I just pay 700 for the Luca as it is? You know?
Yeah.
So Anthony's on his Tinder date again. Look out. Look out, guys. There he goes.
Oh, he's muted.
Oh, he even muted us to check it out.
My bad. That was a separate meeting.
No,
Incident.
Yeah.
Imagine, yeah.
Yeah, do your thing. I totally agree with what you guys are saying. I can see there's definitely a price range of cards that, I mean, if we're just being honest, the hobby still at this time still wants PSA. It garners the most respect as far as reselling. So for now, there's definitely, if you pull a $500 raw card, there's no doubt PSA at $50 is the place to go with it if you're flipping. But I think,
for sure.
with these other new companies that are opening up that are a little more like aesthetically pleasing as far as the look of the labels, if that's something that you like, I can definitely see other places making sense. Was it George said, for 15 or 20 bucks, or if you get into a bulk sub, even cheaper. And if it's a PC card, there's certainly other capable grading companies that do it for a lot less if you're not planning on flipping the card. I think everybody's right on the money on that.
Yeah, absolutely. And really, when it comes down to PC, like for me, it's like, what do I like the way it looks the best? Like, for example, there was Okoro RPA I just bought recently at a card show, and the way the card looked, it's made for a tuxedo slab. Send it to SGC because I love the way it's going to look in an SGC, because I'm not going to sell it. It's friggin' Okoro. You know what I mean? But if I was going to sell it, like say it was like a LaMelo Ball RPA or an Ant-Man or just somebody that like I'm not going to like keep and cherish because they're not my guy. You know what I mean? Like then I would 100% send it to like PSA to get full max value, just because why not? Especially if it's only $20 more than like SGC and you're getting like maybe 40 to 20% maybe better value when you go to resell it. It's like a no-brainer at that point.
Yeah, you guys have seen the card that I recently bought, and he plays on the Hawks, so it's probably no surprise who it is. But that card is probably going to go to that PSA for that, because he plays on the Hawks. He's in a red jersey. The border of the card has red in it, and it would just look good in a PSA slab. And I mean, he's not my guy, so if that card, if his card prices regain the respect that I think they deserve, like they make a playoff run, whether it's next year, the year after, or even the year after. If I have that card for 3 years and it gets a 9 or a 10, that's definitely a card that I would flip then. It's not an immediate flip just because the modern NBA market is just rushed right now. But yeah, I would use that PSA service on that new pickup that I got for sure, because it's in that price range, where it makes sense. I got $430 in the card. That would make it, with shipping and everything, probably $500 in the card. And if it tens, I could flip it immediately if it 10. But even if at 9, I'll hold on to it till they make up till. I mean, I just feel like Trae Young's young enough to where he's going to make a deep playoff run. He did it last year. I mean, whether that happens this year or in the next 3 years or 5 years, even he's so young. There's a lot of opportunities for that card to gain value. But who knows what PSA's doing 5 years from now? Are they gonna garner the most respect in the hobby? We don't know. Time will tell.
They'll be number 2 5 years.
Moko. He says, go buy Kirk Cousins. He hit a super chat there. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Definitely appreciated. Never expected, but very, very much appreciated. I agree, man. Okoro is looking great. He's shooting like 41 point something percent, I think, from three, Marty told me. But yes, definitely way better than Sekou. I did better in that season as far as my investments go. That is for sure. That's why I'm a sports card collector, not a sports card investor. Because most of the cards I bought, like thinking, okay, all these Zions, man, it's gonna be awesome. I'm just gonna get Zions from every set. My Zions are down. Like all of the stuff I bought for me, you know how much money I've made on Sexton and like how much money I'll probably end up making on Okoro. Just because, like, really, when it comes down to it, I just want one really nice copy of each card. But when it comes to guys like Okoro, like Marty will tell you, I literally have pages of Okoro. Like his hoops, like just base hoops card, I probably have like 30 of. But it's like it's Okoro. I can't get rid of him. I don't know what it is. So like whenever like a guy like that pops, it's like last year Sexton popped and I was able to sell his PSA 10 for $300, and it's like now it's like you probably go buy that for like $100. You know what I mean? Like, like that's the benefit. Like when you PC somebody and you just have like an abundance of their stuff, like you make tons of money if they ever pop.
Yeah, KPJ did too last year a couple times.
I agree, Michael. So Mike's dad said that hopefully one day a 10 will be a 10 in value no matter the company. And if it is, can you imagine the arbitrage right now if you are picking up like other company slabs? My guy Johnny's in the house. What is up, Johnny? Good to see you, brother. I low-key was watching your show today from my mom's TV. That's why I didn't comment. But yeah, man, I was grading and listening to your morning show today. Good to see you, brother. Dad says, I've noticed a lot of newer collectors just are going more open to other grading companies. I've sold a bunch of GMA CSG slabs recently. That's really good to hear because I've noticed the exact same thing on my end. One thing I've noticed is it seems like the collectors, like, for example, Allen's out there sniping graded Luka Doncic. He doesn't care if it's PSA, SGC, CSG, us, you know, HGA. Like, he doesn't care what label it is. He just cares that it's graded and it's Luka Doncic. You know what I mean? So guys that are out there genuinely just collecting people, they don't necessarily care, you know, about the label. You know, it's not about the brand. It's about their cards, you know, and they want a nice copy of that card. So I've noticed that too. And honestly, I think that's one of the reasons I've continued to grade with like the new companies and stuff like that is because I've noticed with like the type of stuff I like to get, like I love bargain bidding, right? So I'll get unique cards that are like undervalued that I just think deserve like a better life. And those are the ones I like to pick and flip. And it's just cool to see like those cards that literally I buy for like $1 end up selling anywhere from like 20, 40, 50, sometimes more, you know what I mean? So, but the nice thing about a $20 slab is everybody can afford that. That means a kid that goes to a show with an allowance from his parents, they can afford a $20 to a slab. You know what I mean? So that's what's nice about it. Like one thing I've noticed with, I'll say GMA because I've probably submitted to them the most out of a lot of like the newer / like lower end companies. But I would say that their stuff's pretty accurately graded. And the nice thing is even with like 9s and stuff, I'm still recouping my value, you know? So, and they're not super tough on cards either. Like I like the CSG slabs and everything, but the one thing that I will say is they are way, way tougher, like as far as grading than I would say they're tougher than SGC. I'd say they're probably tougher than us. They're tougher than, in my opinion, PSA. I think they're tougher than GMA for sure. Like GMA is pretty easy though. Like if we're being honest, like they're one of like the easier 10s. But again, they're not going to just 10 everything either. But I don't know. That's just my opinion. So, but yeah, I mean, I love seeing you know the newer companies and the you know the companies that not everybody is like swinging from the dingling of like getting you know some corner of the market. You know what I mean? We got Kelsylvania reseller in the house. What is up, Mel? Good to see you. Just made a blockbuster trade with Mel today, guys. We'll talk about that when we get to our pickups today. I'm real excited about it. Got a nice card for my PC and a TGT slab too, mind you. Moko, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. It says TGT on top. Well, if TGT is on top, we're gonna bring you guys with us. It's definitely not about us. Just trying to do something cool for the hobby, you know. Please buy Justin Jefferson. Yeah, Justin Jefferson's the man. Absolutely.
Tell him to stick around to the end of the show.
I got. Oh yeah, Drew has a real nice Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, he's got a good JJ.
I just bought it yesterday. I was on the phone with Marty. We were FaceTiming when I bought it.
You got competition.
I think I stole it. This card's beautiful.
He said, "Quit picking up them Lucas and upgrade that pop report for me."
It was upgraded yesterday, and no, I will not. No. And no, and no. I'm just gonna have more, more and more.
Nice. Mocha has 25 graded Justin Jeffersons. That is awesome. 50 base rookie of him. That is awesome. That honestly is probably what I'm getting close to Okoro. So you like Jefferson like I like Okoro, because it was funny. Like Marty was like looking at my slab seasons. Dude, you have like an obscene amount of graded Okoro cards. It's like, yeah, I do. I really do. I probably have more than like his relatives have of him. What is up, my guy? You're not a hoarder. You're a collector. I'm the same way, man. I can't get rid of even junk wax, bro. Like it's bad. Like I have multiples of like Steelers that I don't even know who they are. I just have them because they're wearing black and yellow. It's that bad for me sometimes. And then I have a bunch of guys that I have for the Pirates from like the 70s, 80s, and 90s that just have cool mustaches. Like I have a whole corner of my Pirates collection that's just guys with cool mustaches.
That's awesome.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you got to go through that box I found, man, like a week ago. Yeah, there's a bunch of old. I think I had like 86 tops, 88 tops, 90 tops, 90 Fleer. Just go through it, dude. I think I had the complete set of that Billy Ripken card. Remember, Drew, that Billy Ripken card, the Era card. I have the whole set of that. I have the whole set, everything.
You have the whiteout. The whiteout's the really rare one.
I don't know. I have the whole thing, so I haven't even looked at it. I just go. I think I have everything.
Black box, a scribble, whiteout.
I don't even know.
Air. I think there's 5 versions of it, but I could be wrong before.
I was like a little kid, so I had all of it. I was showing Anthony what I found in there. He's got a, what is it, a big Z patch coming your way? Not a Z pack, but a Z patch.
Yep. Zydrunas Ilgauskas.
I found a Zydrunas Ilgauskas refractor patch relic in that box.
He's one of my top 10 favorite Cavaliers of all time.
Yeah, crazy. I don't even know what else is in there. I think there was a second-year Pippen, a rookie Barkley, and some other glorious stuff in there.
Dealers for me. I appreciate that, Mama. Mama always takes care of me. Shout out to flipping Mama. You guys need to send all your ladies over to her channel. She's all them good jewelry auctions going on over there.
Mm-hmm.
OG says he has so much sealed wax from 1989. That is awesome.
I know someone that'll buy
it.
That's right, Drew. That's right, Drew. That's absolutely correct.
There's nobody over here. Oh,
he's there. He's there. Yeah, he's there.
Speaking of wait till you
right
see
there.
The video on his channel. Thanks to that guy. Like his problem has been providing some very nice content for us.
I forget everything flipped.
But we have some like major heavy hitting hobby boxes come to the channel this upcoming week, guys. So definitely stay tuned if you want to see some like major NBA, NFL products ripped. Chef Marte like legitimately slaughtered an entire like card shop's like supply of cards this week.
Yeah, that's good.
Hey, real quick,
Moko.
Moko. I was going to tell him, it being a big Justin Jefferson fan, just as a real quick thing. If you like Justin Jefferson more than just a player, I realized this past week he actually streams video games. He plays Madden 21 on Twitch, and his handle is J Jettas, like J and then another J ETTAS, and then his what's his jersey number? Is it 81 or
No,
18 or 19?
18.
Eight-
Yeah, it's 18.
18 or 19, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so Jay Jetta's 18 is his Twitch handle. So like if you want to get to like know him on a more personal level, he seems like a really cool dude. I've been following him for the last, I don't know, like week and a half, something like that. But he's like he doesn't read chat really well because he's new to streaming, but like in between games he'll like bullshit with people and stuff. He just seems like a good dude.
Nice.
So yeah, and honestly, Marty and I talked about this last night. Sorry, I know I said it'd be quick, but those are the guys that I think so another card I picked up, which I don't have it in yet and I won't show it, but it's a UFC card, and just not everybody's into UFC, but Sean O'Malley picked up an on-card 2018 refractor auto of his, and he streams on Twitch as well, and he's been doing it for a while. He's got a really big following. So like not only does he have like the UFC, but he's got like a Call of Duty following. Like there's people that follow this guy for things other than just fighting. Those are the guys that I'm really like trying to target right now that have a little more presence, because when they're, UFC especially, they fight 3 times a year at the most, maybe 4 if they really like finish somebody early in a fight and they don't get hurt at all. They might fight again like in another month or 6-8 weeks. But those are the guys, like especially in the UFC, I'm targeting, since they don't get very much camera time when they're not fighting. But somebody who's present like that online and has, 500,000 followers on Twitch, they have a little more presence and their cards stay a little bit more relevant. So Marty and I talked about that last night. So just applying that same thing to like Justin Jefferson during the off season, he's probably going to be streaming every day or every other day. So he still has a presence in front of people that can continue to give his cards value, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, because I mean those guys that are on the Twitch or anything, they'll get those followers. Oh, I watch him on Twitch. Let me get his card. They could probably care less about his football career or anything, but they know him through the video games. That's why it's surprising. Like nobody has got made streamers card yet for like Nick Merckx, Ninja, all these huge guys.
I talk about it all the time that if one of these companies would get rights to, because all these kids that watch Twitch now and have their favorite streamers, when they grow up, have jobs and have expendable money, like some of us, as we get, in our 30s and 40s and have, some expendable cash, we go back and buy those guys from the 80s that we watched as we were kids, or 90s when we were kids. So it's totally going to apply to that same. Look at our parents watch Mickey Mantle and these guys play. They want, it's a never ending cycle. And you're absolutely right. I totally agree with that, man. Streamer cards, how they're not a thing. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry that's untapped.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, here's a great example of that very thing. Pat McAfee rookie cards.
Yeah.
No one gave a crap about Pat McAfee rookie cards. Not even people in my hometown of Pittsburgh, where he's from, gave a crap about his rookie cards. But now that he's like blowing up like crazy, like he has a very expensive rookie card, and he's a special teamer. Like the guy was a punter, like he was a very good punter. Like nothing against him, but like, if we're talking about like cards that literally go from being like not valuable, like you could even look at the Mark Jackson Hernandez brother thing. That's a little bit different. That became valuable for a different reason, but his stuff is like sought after now just for the fact that he has like one of, I would say, the world's best like sports like programs, and he probably has way more followers through that than he probably even had through playing professional football.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Joe Rogan's another example. Rogan has his, it's probably arguably the biggest podcast in the world, and he has rookie cards with Topps from, I think it's 09 or 10. Topps made UFC back then, and I think it's one just him standing with a microphone, like interviewing somebody with like a full head of hair. It's crazy, but if you want that card in good condition, last time I looked, it was like $400. It just goes to show you that like it's more than just like being in the cage or on the field or whatever. It's how many followers do you have on Instagram and Twitter and stuff. All that stuff matters. And I think that if you target people that are relevant, you're going to not see quite the peaks and valleys. Whereas if somebody's just a player on the field, outside of someone like Tom Brady or something, which I think Tom Brady's like might have more followers than anybody in the NFL. He's like a double winning. Like there's no reason not to own Brady. None. Yeah. Like he checks every box, man. Like does stuff for charity. Like I know people hate him because he always kicks their team's ass, but he's a good dude.
That's why I hate him
in public. But every interview,
That's
he
why
said
Mike
the right
hates him.
thing. No controversy surrounding the guy. Like he checks every box except for kicking our team's ass. That's.
Yeah.
But investment purposes, there's no reason not to have Tom Brady. None.
100%.
Yeah.
Completely agree. He's probably the same. Barring him going like full blown Chris Benoit, he's probably the safest investment you can have right now, especially in football.
Yeah, football for sure. Yeah.
Quick question here by OG Card Scammer. So he says, say he sets up a crazy card show in a major vacation destination. Would we make a trip to the islands? I will
Which
go
one?
anywhere that Boss Man Bailey pays for. No, but yeah, look, I would be honored to talk to you about that, man, and see what TGT can help you with setting up that show or whatever. So that'd be really cool to hear about. Of course, I got to clear that with the boss man before I can like completely agree to it, but I am down already.
Yeah.
What's the current take? He wants to know on the jaw card that has the rapper in the background.
It has Dolph in the
funny
background.
Part was like, yeah, young Dolph. I'm gonna sound like such a dork, but I didn't even know who the hell young Dolph was until like somebody said, "Hey, this jaw card's worth money now."
Yeah,
So I mean, I don't know if that's just me being out of like mainstream or whatnot, but
is that Prestige?
From
Or
what I understand, the kid died, right?
Playbook.
Did the kid die? The
Playbook?
rapper?
Yeah, I don't
Playbook.
know.
I got like 5. Not graded. They're just sitting up. They're 5. I got 5. I'll check the price on it.
Loco, you are the man. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that, brother. Definitely not necessary, but I really do appreciate you doing that, man. Helps out the channel a lot. Deflategate, yeah. There's all kinds of gates with Tom Brady.
Card.
That's why, like, we were on a phone call earlier, me and Alan, like a 3-way call, and somebody said, "Hey, where you at, man?" I said, "Oh, I'm still in Pittsburgh. The only place that has 6 legitimate Lombardi trophies."
Oh God, yeah, I remember that.
That's true. I did forget about Deflategate, but
I remember that.
For some reason, I feel like people just swept. It's nothing like the Houston Astros steroid or cheating scandal. Like, I don't know why it's not viewed the same way because they're both cheating, but like, I don't know, man. I've already forgot about it, and I was very much paying attention when all that happened. I don't know why it's different. It shouldn't be.
Yeah.
So OG says Aloha and Mahalo. I mean, that sounds like Hawaiian Islands to
It's
me.
Hawaii,
So,
man.
yeah,
Hello.
tell him yes. Plus, our guy Tally's over there, and I have not
Yeah,
met him in person.
Yeah, Tally's there for sure.
Yep. Heck
To
yeah.
the Friday.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yes.
Tally could show us where to find some good luau or something like that. OG, you might have a spot over there too, man.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Hot Hands is always looking for a Brazilian steakhouse when you go places.
Oh, they don't
Is
have
that
it there.
your
We'll settle for the luau pig. We're good with that.
Dude, I low key OG have been like pandering to go to Hawaii for a long time. So
Yep.
that would be one of my bucket list destinations to travel to.
Yep.
So I guess like going into the news we kind of wanted to break earlier when Alan was away, and we kind of just jumped into like the meat and potatoes of the show. This is actually going to be the last one of these shows for a while. You guys are going to see us live streaming here in Pittsburgh. Reason for that being is TGT is actually in the process of expanding to another office in California. So we're getting ready to have a West Coast branch, and myself, Alan, the good chef, we're going to be out there trying to help get that office up and running to the fullest capacity as well. So yeah, we're going to be doing that. So I'm in the process of I'm going to be relocating myself out there too recently. I'll still be in Pittsburgh. As you guys know, I'm in different city basically every weekend anyway for card shows. So where I sleep at night isn't like the biggest deal, just because, I'm normally everywhere to begin with. But official announcement, I will be moving to California, and we will have an office there that we are working over this next week to get set up. So that leads me to the next thing. With that being said, anytime you are transporting things and doing stuff between offices, there's always the risk of loss or stuff like that. So we've just made the decision that we are in this time are going to shut down the production of the slabbing and shipping portion of what we're doing until the brand new office is up and running next week. And at that time, we're going to send out like thousands of cards. So if you are somebody that has cards in with us right now, you can look to get them back like very shortly after the new year. We just didn't want to risk losing anything in, opening a second office across the country, so we want to, be true to the name, transparent grading. We want to just let you guys know up front that, there's a lot of great opportunities over in California. And plus it's a lot easier for a lot of our business on that side to ship to that side of the country as opposed to this side. So we will have a second office over in California, and I'm excited about it, guys. It's going to be awesome for the company. We're going to be growing in 2022. Alan, I don't know if there's anything I missed.
Yeah, you'll get to work on your tan finally.
I know. Look how pasty I am. It's so cold here in Pittsburgh.
It's raining here right now, man. See what happens when big news comes. You bring the weather. You bring the weather here. I think Anthony hit the nail on the head, guys. We didn't want to lose stuff in transit, and the way the holiday season is, the post office, as I had experienced during the time, lost some things. So it was a very strategized move on our end to, one that we didn't really enjoy making, stopping sending stuff back, but it was a necessary move, and I think we all agreed in here that it was the safest route to go, and not the most pleasing. We know that everyone loves their turnaround time, but it was a wise decision.
Yeah, I would rather get you guys your stuff back 1 week later than we could, than risk losing like even one card of somebody's, what I mean? Because even if you lose one of my Verajals, I'd be like wanting to kick you, So as somebody who like is very attached to his cards, like we want to make sure that everything's 100% secure. So as we're opening up the new office, the production wing is just going to be kind of closed for that portion, but grading, labeling, all that other stuff is still 100% going on.
Yep.
It's just that my whole like existence is packed up in a truck somewhere, and as is a lot of our other stuff, quite frankly. So with that being said, we can't theoretically do a lot of the easy stuff. So like I said, that'll just be about a week, but really appreciate you guys. Mama, I really appreciate you. You are awesome.
Absolutely.
Appreciate all the encouragement and everything you've given me over the years. Me and Hip Flip and Mom have been hanging out since I was hanging out in a basement slaying in stuffed animals on eBay. You know what I mean? So Hip Flip and Mom, man, she's good people.
Was that a Teddy Ruxpin? Did you have Teddy Ruxpin?
Teddy Ruxpin's worth money, bro.
I know.
Here's the awesome thing. People don't understand about stuffed animals is like if you buy them brand new, sometimes like the Disney stuff, like it's like $40-$50 for like a little plush. And the crazy thing is, like, you can go to somebody's yard sale, give somebody a quarter for that, and then sell it on eBay for like $40. It's like it's so easy. But OG says, "Let's connect on the West Coast." Absolutely. I'll be in the Los Angeles area. Don't know where you're at, but definitely let's connect, dude. I would love that. Thank you, Mike. I really appreciate that, brother. Moko says, "Good luck." I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much for the super chat, brother. Definitely not required, but super appreciated. Chris says, "Go easy on the avocado toast over there." I'll hold the toast, but I will eat the avocado.
You're not gonna have the toast, man. You're not gonna have the toast.
I love these.
He's gonna have the avocado. He's gonna have the avocado artichoke.
With the strawberry acai.
Yeah, a little acai bowl over here.
Acai bowl. I'll have that
No, I believe it.
I'll have that on the gluten-free, please.
I believe that's acai. Drew. I believe it's acai. No,
I think
no, it's acai.
yeah. Like, the first time I ever went to there and ordered from it, I said, "Yeah, I want that strawberry acai shake."
Yeah, acai, please.
They're like,
I used to call it a kai too, and then like literally like one of my friends that everyone he was like, "Dude, you're so dumb sounding." And I was like, "Dude, I'm from the hood. I don't know what this like rich fruit is." Like,
yeah, it gives
what
me
is this
anxiety.
rich
to go
person
through
fruit you
Starbucks
speak of?
drive-through.
Oh, that's funny.
Exactly.
I'm
What's
totally
up, Frank? Good
up
to see you,
my
brother.
Can I get an acai, please? Are those raspberries or snozberries you're putting on there?
They're dingleberries.
Snozberries taste like snozberries.
They taste like snozberries.
OG, yeah, I will definitely try to hit you up after this, my man. If I forget, I'm sorry, just because we have a ton of crap going on. But
Yeah.
if I don't, definitely hit me up too. Like my stuff's scrolling below. Steve said, walked away for a minute. The Pittsburgh office is closing. No, the Pittsburgh office is going to remain open. However, we're thinking about relocating that office to something that is a little more friendly for people to be able to come and drop off stuff at. So that's all kind of in flux right now as we get the press relocated and everything. So we will still have all access to people dropping off in person in Pittsburgh. We're actually going to be partnering too with Sports Cards, etc., which is one of me and Marty's favorite sports card shops in Pittsburgh. Yeah. Actually, probably one of Drew's too, and one of Alan's because they've both visited when they've been here.
That's one.
They're going to be. They're going to be they're our official drop-off center for submissions as of right now. But we will still have office in Pittsburgh and we'll still have a presence in Pittsburgh because even though we're expanding to the West Coast, we don't want to forget our roots here in Pittsburgh because ultimately we're a Pittsburgh, born and bred company and we want to keep Pittsburgh on the forefront. I mean, for crying out loud, one of the guys that owns the company has that on his arm, So we kind of like Pittsburgh. But like I said, I'm in a different town every single weekend anyway. So where I sleep Monday through Friday doesn't really make a huge difference. It's just easier for the flow of the business and for us to grow faster for me to be over there than for me to be here throughout the weeks. So you guys in Pittsburgh will still see me probably more than you care to. And I apologize up front for that. It's in a few weeks.
That's the card show.
Yep,
that's the card show.
If we're going to make that one, but we're definitely targeting the next one if we don't make this one. Yeah, Cali prices are a real thing compared to Pennsylvania, as I'm finding. Somebody that's lived on the East Coast my whole life, it's no joke out there. Yeah, but I mean, luckily, Hot Hands Hoshik is independently wealthy, and
Oh, thanks.
He's going to force out of his workout.
Yeah, just blast it all out there. God.
I didn't want you guys to know this, but he is as close to Bruce Wayne as you can be without actually being Batman. He has
no superpower. He has no superpower whatsoever. He just has a utility belt.
Yes, he has a really, really nice utility belt.
Yeah.
Half trading supplies, half barber supplies. I respect
it. Yep. That's right.
We got my guy. The Breaks in the house. Good to see you, my man. Go check him out if you guys have not already. Mocha says you should relocate to South Fayette. I mean, that could be an opportunity. We haven't really decided kind of where we want to be. We know that we want to do a lot of stuff with sports cards, etc. moving forward, just because the owner there, Chris, is just a super, super awesome human being. Awesome. And let's be honest, every time we buy wax there, we just pull amazing fire. So I feel there's a blessing on his shop.
We went there and we got what was this? Oh, it's a photon case hit.
Dude,
remember?
We were literally there, and Alan goes, "Oh, you have the new Donruss, huh?" He goes, "Yeah. How much you want?" He goes, "All of it." Alan literally buys it. I'm like, "I'll just take it all."
Oh, I mean, Drew can speak to this. Marty hasn't been around when I'm buying stuff, but Drew can attest to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just 1 a.m., 3 a.m. ripping wax.
Him
Yeah,
and
him.
him, we are
Him.
a bad combination together.
Him.
Yeah,
That-
well,
Him.
and you
Oh,
in
he-
Dallas. Hello.
What I,
Him.
Oh,
Who, this
you in
guy?
Dallas?
No, me and Alan in Dallas.
Oh yeah.
And Marty in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it was. I think we
Only-
had.
It's like going to the casino. Only take what you're willing to spend.
Yeah. Well, wait, how many? Wait, but how many select boxes do we go through? Like 30?
Oh, dude, I'd be shocked if there were any select basketball blasters left in Dallas.
None. No, we were pulling window side car deals to get wax.
We
Dude,
were.
Raptors-
The dude had a tub of them, and he's like, "How much are those per box?" And the guy's like, "I don't know, 40." He's like, "What if we take them all? You do 30 or something?"
Yeah. Yep.
Pass them out of the crate out through the back
Yep.
of the car.
Yep.
Oh, dude, it was awesome.
I pulled up like I was like, so those for sale? He's like, yeah. How much?
Yeah.
Like, we want them all.
Easy, I only have 2 empty seats back here.
Yeah, it was crazy. Mike hasn't experienced that yet. Mike will experience that though.
It's a good time.
Oh, where's some Pokemon cards, Anthony, or wrestling cards, or Jaleel White cards?
Oh, dude, that's what dude. I'm so big into that stuff right now.
Yeah, there it
we'll
is.
Get into that with my pickups, but dude, like that's the stuff that I'm just like loving right now. Like I'm getting that like little kid giddy thought and like feeling again, like collecting like the weird, like obscure stuff. Like I'm still so pumped up about that Helen Keller, and I got that like whenever I visited LA.
This guy.
It's like going on a month and a half, 2
This
months.
guy.
I'm still fired up about my Helen Keller.
Marty has a few non-sports cards to show.
Oh. I don't think he's allowed to show those. This is a PG-13 episode.
they are clean.
They're clean.
Jonathan's in the house. What is up, man?
Hey, all I gotta say is Anthony, weekend at Bernie's. That's all I gotta say.
We know where those are. We know where those
Weekend at Bernie's. I know Marty knows what I'm talking about too. Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta send that to Drew. I forgot. Hold on.
Oh man.
Yeah, Alan's been busy at work. Drew.
Yeah,
We
I've been
do
busy. I gotta
both,
send this to Drew. Hold on, Drew, so you can see what I'm talking about.
All right.
Oh, where is it? Oh,
I think currently, correct me if I'm wrong, Alan, do we still have any positions available?
Just email us and we could probably figure something. I mean, we're still looking for virtual graders always. You know, it's an interesting position that we can always fill.
That's where those are from.
Yeah.
Thrift Beast has a very important question for you, Marty. He
Yo.
wants to know, will we
Here, Drew,
still
check
be able to see the cards on your OnlyFans channel?
Look
For
at
the
Drew.
low price of $4.99 a month, yes. Being a large bondage chef,
Are we talking about
I am flexible.
or Marty's channel?
18, Moco, 18. Hey, Drew, did you see the work I was doing? I was trying to pull. I'm making a card.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please do,
That's
Jonathan. Please do, brother.
Oh, that's so funny, dude.
This is some good content right
It
here.
looks so real. Dude.
Is that not great?
Oh man, that's gold.
I gotta send it to Mike.
I want it in a 10.
So did I?
Do you? All right, I got you. It'll be in 10.
The new office announcement, Alan, that you wanted to share.
What happened? What? Sorry, I'm dying right now.
Did I miss anything in regards to the announcement for the new office?
No, just no.
Share?
You're good. Just LA is
Cool.
getting something coming its way, man. Let's just say that it's got
Yep.
1/3, or it's got a 1/4 or 1/5 or however many we have now. 1/8. What do we have? 1/8 now on the team.
Dude, that's math, bro.
7, 1/7.
Dude.
We got too many to keep track of, but we're ready to get going.
Is the LA
That's
office
the
going to be
Marty's
public like the
look.
Pittsburgh?
What's that, bud?
Don't know yet.
Gotcha. I was asking if the LA office is going to be public like the one in Pittsburgh is.
Not entirely
We-
sure yet, to be honest.
We
I
haven't
would
established
imagine
that
we'll
yet.
have some form of drop-off points.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
we like giving that availability, especially to like
Yeah.
people that have like Wayne Gretzky rookies and Michael Jordan rookies and stuff like that they're like obviously worried about. Like, because I would be too. Like, I'm worried about my better shots. I can only imagine how people that have
No,
cards
no,
that are
Bears
worth
house.
money are feeling. You know, like,
That's
but low
funny.
key, I do have some expensive cards that are out with grading, and I understand how that feels. So it's always nice to have that drop off point. So
Mhm.
even if we don't have it in office, we'll at least have something through probably a local LCS, and we'll once I get out there, make some connections.
Yep.
I would imagine.
Oh.
So pickups, boys. I know we've kind of already gone into it. I've flashed my hobby box of Heritage a few times. Really excited. It looks like
Well, I gotta go grab
1990
mine.
Marty's got a stack.
Sorry,
Alex is-
Granddad. Sorry,
Stacks.
Granddad. This is
Stacks.
only a small sample size. Oh, George, small sample.
Yeah.
That's
Look
awesome.
out.
Okay.
Small
see that.
sample.
I'll have to check them
I want
out.
one.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, though, I'm in the fantasy football finals next week. Woo!
Oh,
Comeback
Can we
City.
talk about that for a minute? I
Comeback
have a problem.
City.
I was so salty yesterday. Was it yesterday that the games were going
Yeah,
on? So
it's salty
here's
on
what
Sunday.
happened. So, Christmas Day, I blew it with Connor. Like, I wasn't even paying attention. That's on me. Like, I fully take that. In both leagues, I had Connor start. He didn't play. And that's just because I didn't pay attention on Christmas to see if he was playing or whatever. So I got an L for that. I got a 0 for Connor in both leagues. And then, not my fault, in both leagues, it would not let me pick up a freaking defense because I had AJ Brown on my IR spot. And because
That
he
happened
had
to me
played,
too.
And he already
let me
played.
move him. It wouldn't let
Yep.
me move him so that I could add
'Cause it
somebody
locks.
from waivers. So literally, it would not let me add a defense. So
It
both
locked.
leagues, I was down 2 players and got eliminated from both leagues. So like literally, I'm sitting there like, man, like literally, this is only me this could happen to. Like, well,
No,
I mean,
that-
it's partially my fault for not paying attention sooner, but
That's rough, man.
that second one was just like, it's one thing to get kicked in the nuts, but that second one with the defense, that was like, they came back to kick me in the other nut because they were worried they missed it the first time. Yeah,
Dude, I feel bad for anyone that is trying to make pickups because, like, this last week, I literally made 47 pickups because of all the COVID, playing around. Like, I was like, oh, I got this. Oh, I got a Jamison Crowder. Nope, don't got him. Oh, I got Barrios. Nope, don't got him. I got Mike Williams. Nope, don't got him. So I'm just glad my pickup of Joshua Palmer paid off. He got a cheapy touchdown at the end of that Charger game for me. So like, like this week, I'm doing the same thing in the final. I got to really pay attention to the COVID list and figure out who I'm going to roll with because I guess Cam Akers is coming back this week now that Henderson is on the injured reserve. So that's kind of like where I'm steaming because the Rams need to play and they need to win to stay ahead. So I don't know yet where I'm going to roll, but I need some pickups, boys, this week. That's for sure.
Yeah, I hope the COVID thing does not ruin the NFL playoffs and college bowl games, man.
I think they're going to push.
I hate to see a team, with 2 or 3 stars off their roster having to play someone who hadn't had as good a season. I would rather them delay.
They're going to push. They're going to push them.
I hope, man, because
I think NBA. I think NBA when they get the playoffs is going to go back into the bubble.
I'm fine with that. As long as
I think when they get to playoff realm, I think they'll bubble. I think the NFL will do like if there's a game Sunday and Mahomes has COVID and he can't play till Wednesday, I think they're going to move it to Wednesday and then they'll do a following Monday night game or something like that. I just don't see how it's fair. It's not an injury. He doesn't have control of it. It's a very touchy subject, I guess, right? You're like, well, he's got COVID. You can't penalize a team for that. Like, that's just not right. Yeah. And I agree with you 1,000% on that.
1950.
No, it'd be screwed.
Like Vince Lombardi'd be like, damn it, get out there on the field. I don't care if you got a cough.
Play your football.
Yeah, I mean, no, like offense to anybody that has COVID or anything, because like low key, like I have people in my life right now that have COVID, so I'm definitely not trying to make light of it.
Same,
but like, I mean, could you just imagine, like, just God, man, like even 20, 30 years ago, like when we were growing up, man, like just the differences, man. Like I remember like literally people like being forced to go to school sick because, that's what you do, you muscle through it. But I mean, we're in a new world, I guess,
Yep.
Boko, yes, I will definitely focus on each individual person. Chris got some illusions. Nice, man. Did you pull anything good? Mama's got the Tommy Morrison. Nice. Really pumped that you got it, Mama. I thought of you whenever I found it. I think I got a numbered card of somebody else for you too, but I don't know where I put it. I'll find it once I actually get the rest of my stuff. I appreciate you, my man. Enjoy your arts and crafts. Lola, to you. Yeah, dude, I hate when that happens, man. It's tough. The one team that did really good this year was like the worst team for me in the beginning of the year, but then it got healthy and then it just became like the best team I had. And then I killed myself by not being able to start two people. But yeah, I wonder how many people got screwed with that like IR spot. Like they
Happened to me.
Happened.
Yeah, it's wild. So as far as pickups go, guys, I'll start myself because I only got one thing to actually show, but it's this 2021 Topps Heritage WWE Hobby Box. The cards in here all look like 1990 score, like Frank Thomas rookie card type stuff. Which, like for me, like 1990, I was like a 6-year-old kid, like ripping this stuff. So like it's cool to me. And even like after the fact, like obviously the older stuff was cheaper, I was still ripping that stuff. So that's just like an iconic type set for me, and it's wrestling, so it's like kind of like a double whammy for me. So I'm excited to kind of see what I got other than that. The other thing I haven't gotten it yet, but I just made a big trade today with my homegirl Mel over at Kelsylvania Reseller, and she graded a Joe Burrow Prism Black Silver with us, and pretty sure it got like a 9.5, or it's either a 9 or a 9.5, something like that. But it was like literally one of the first wave of TGT cards that came through, and I'm pretty sure I'm even the one that graded it. And when I was grading, I was like, damn, I'd love to have that card. That's a really dope card. And I just never pulled one. And I don't collect Burrow or the Bengals, but every player that I think is like a stud, I like to at least have one nice like rookie card of them. So like up to right now, I think the best Burrow I have is like a GMA 10 like select concourse, which like for me, that's not really like up to snuff if I want to have a nice card of Burrow. So we made a trade. I already sealed up her cards, or else I'd show them off. But I had a pop one card of Emmitt Smith that was it looked kind of like a computer chip from 1990, and the highest graded copy of it, other than the GMA 10 version I have, was a PSA 8. So it's like a true pop one. And then there were some other cards, like a numbered Amari Cooper card, a CD Lamb, Justin Fields, GMA 10, and like one other card. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but it was a good fair value. Like she got what she would be looking for as far as like value. She got some PC cards plus cards that she can then list on eBay too, and like make up whatever she wanted to get for the Burrow. And I got a card that like I'm literally going to PC, because like if I'm looking for a card for a PC, like ultimately like I kind of want my PC and TGT anyway, so it's just kind of like a win-win for both of us. So I was pretty pumped about that. I got some other stuff, but I'll be doing a video on that because it all got sent to the new place. So I probably won't get that for at least a few more days.
When are you going to bust the hobby box?
I'm actually surprised I haven't ripped it yet.
I was wondering, like, what's he waiting for? I thought maybe the show, like not to rip it on the show, but I thought you were waiting for the show to show it and then rip it after.
No, I once like I hadn't ripped it today, and I already knew this was happening today, and I wasn't going to put out like a regular video. I was like, oh yeah, I can then show it off. So like that was part of it too, because most of my stuff is like all packed away, and I'm not going to show off. Like this is just like the Cavaliers and Steelers that came out of a few packs from Marty that aren't even like rookie cards. So I'm not going to show off that stuff because it's not sexy. But
sure.
But I got some decent stuff that's coming in that I've been sniping on eBay. But who wants to go next?
I'll roll if nobody else wants it.
Yeah,
cool.
You already see
one I don't even have with me right now. My man Anthony pulled it for me. The boy hit a 101 Tom Brady out of the Classic Stage 2. So that will be en route. But in the meantime, I had to show off some one of one love, little Mr. Troy Polamalu right here.
That's so sick. And it's an acetate too.
Yes, sir.
I want to see
Actually got the
ever...
rainbow. And then I bought this week too, a little on-card Deontay Johnson auto.
And that was a local LCS pickup, right?
Yeah. And then some of the bigger hits I had this week, out of a $25 mini box of Prism Draft.
That's sick.
Damn.
Who was
out of
that
a
again?
pack of Chronicles from the basketball this year out of Hobby. It's calling your name, Drew. Better make me a sick offer.
Disgusting.
Yes, sir.
Little Michael Perkins out of 25. This kid's an animal.
Mel's gonna want that too.
And then I hit out of Don Russ Hobby a Trey Young press proof gold net marbles. That's about all I have for, well, not all I have, but about all I'm going to show right now.
Sorry about that.
Boss man's back. You want to go, or you want me to have Mike?
Boss man's running errands now.
All right. Well, we've already seen your Lucas. You've been flashing them around for a minute anyway.
Yeah, Mike can go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'll go. I got nothing crazy. Top Sapphire Mike Trout.
Nice.
Red Disco Brilliance Lonzo out of 199.
Nice.
Throwback Darrell Revis out of 999 from Don Russ.
Hyper.
Dude, we're one pick away from getting him.
Go for
Thanks
Hyper.
a lot.
Yeah.
And then trying to complete the rainbow of Michael Chavis from the Prism. So just got a bunch of those in.
Nice.
And then
rainbow. If I ever get any Chavises, I'll grab them for you.
yeah, definitely. And then number 35 rated rookie of him as well. Hey, if you got any Chavises or Rodrigo Blankenships, those are my guys.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't rip a whole lot of baseball, but like when I do, I'll definitely hold them for you. Because really, when I go through baseball, the only stuff I look for are guys that can either make me a couple bucks or like Pirates. You know, it's basically Brian Hayes or bust.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I thought that this year's Mosaic was really nice as well. I thought it was really
beautiful,
really nice looking.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Marty got a 1-of-1 of that last week at Baseball Card Castle.
Yeah, it wasn't a player I'm very familiar with, but it was a 1-of-1 nonetheless.
Dude, your dad wants to know why they're your guys, man.
He knows why, but both went to high school with him, and they're both family friends. So it's just cool seeing them at the top level of their respective sports. And I mean, they're also pretty cheap because not everybody knows about them. So
Yep.
Pick those up rather than spending hundreds and hundreds on the Trouts.
Yeah, I played baseball with Austin Kearns.
Okay.
Yeah, so I pick up like Austin on card autos for like $8 all the time.
Yeah.
Of course, he's retired. He's retired now. He lives like 10 miles from me, but yeah, it's that same thing. Like he didn't have the greatest career, but like it's just cool. I played on. A matter of fact, when I was 9 years old, my very first plate appearance, he was 10. He was a year older. And he was throwing 72, 75 at 10 years old.
Jeez.
And I literally, when the pitch came, I just backed out of the batter's box. I was like, no way, dude. I went from T-ball, 8 years old, to 9-year-old baseball and had 75 miles an hour coming at me. Literally, our coach just came out and was like, come on, man. Like, what are you doing? Like, this is a 9 and 10-year-old game. Like, get that guy off the mound. Like, it's insane. So, but Austin was a good friend. Well, I don't talk to him as much anymore, like after he went to the pros, just because he lived out of town. But I've seen him a few times since he retired, and I know that exact feeling that you have. It's a good feeling to see somebody you personally know succeeding. It's cool, especially in a hobby that you love.
Oh yeah.
Anthony, do you want me to go, or you got anything else? I don't want to just hop.
Yeah, no, Ben.
Yeah. So you guys know me. I've only been on the show a couple times, but I'm a big UFC guy. I just think that UFC cards are, I think it's the fastest growing sport in the world right now. And again, like I said earlier in the show, I think that their online presence and what they do outside of the cage matters a lot in value. But what I've got here are pretty good fighters here. So I bought a All right, we'll go with Vincente Luque first. I got a regular refractor and a sepia refractor and a listing with 2 base cards. The sepia refractor alone, the sepia refractor alone was going for like $30 on eBay in auctions. I got the regular refractor and the sepia refractor. I picked them both up. The guy had to buy it now with the 2 base cards for $29.99. So I could sell the sepia, break even, and just keep the regular refractor. The regular refractor is going for like $50. So I don't know if he just made a mistake or was really wanting to move them, but I did really well on those. And he's a like number 3 ranked guy. He's probably 1 fight away from a title in welterweight. So let's see what else here. I'll just skip on that. I did buy one thing I bought, guys, was a 2019 blaster box of UFC. I'll just run through them really quick. I got a Poirier refractor. Certainly not a rookie. 2011 was his rookie, but it's just that card's still worth like $30. I got a Rose Namajunas Topps Fire out of that. Sean O'Malley's second year, not a refractor, just a base card, but it's still like a $25 card right now. Islam Makhachev is another guy right now who's really big. He's probably a fight or 2 away from a title fight. He's out of like Khabib Nurmagomedov's camp, like just never lost a fight in the UFC. He might be undefeated altogether, but it's his rookie card. That's like a $70 card. I bought the box for $189, and like if I add all those up right now, I'm probably around like 130, 140. Davidson Figueiredo, he just lost the title to Brandon Moreno, the first Mexican to hold any belt in the UFC. Figueiredo lost it to Brandon Moreno, and they're rematching again, I think, in February or March. This card's worth like $35. It's a refractor. It's hard to tell from the light. My baseball guys I've been picking up right now. Well, let me just finish UFC. Poirier, I bought this the night after he lost to Charles Oliveira. He was on the last big pay-per-view. It's a second-year refractor on card. So the prices dipped after he lost that fight and didn't get the title. So I snagged that up. I think I paid like $80 for it. One of my all-time favorite fighters, Chuck Liddell. I picked this up last week. I just love Chuck, man. I think he's just a cool dude and obviously a knockout artist. Love him.
What's the card like that go? Like Chuck Liddell, he's got to be one of the best fighters of all time. Like
I picked that up for $70.
Holy crap, man! Like comparatively to like basketball, football, baseball, like who would that be like equivalent to like picking
Chuck
up?
Liddell would probably be somebody like, I mean, definitely a UFC Hall of Famer. So I mean, you could like, I don't know,
Dwayne Wade.
Who?
Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, like basketball, like a Wade. Yeah. They didn't have so many belts back then. They had a lot less divisions. So I don't think Chuck was in light heavyweight with like Rashad Evans back then. Matter of fact, like Rashad kind of ended his career when he knocked him out at the later end of his career. But like there was a time there. I mean, Tito Ortiz, one of the greatest fighters ever, and he was Tito Ortiz's daddy. I mean, just Tito couldn't hit him. I mean, he was that good.
Nope.
And, so for $70, you got it, Anthony. It was completely undervalued.
That seems like fractional compared to the other sports.
Absolutely, I agree, man. 100%. I got 3 baseball here. Randy Rosarina, who I've been picking up lately on card.
Mm-hmm.
I picked up that for $30. That's just regular top paper.
That's a steal.
Yeah, and then I picked this one up for $105. Stadium Club refractor on card. Paid $105 for that. And then lastly, I'm a big Reds fan. Jonathan India, rookie of the year last year. It's 2019 Bowman Chrome on card auto that I picked up for $35 of his. So yeah, that's kind of where I've been. UFC and baseball mainly. Besides I did pick up the Trae Young Sensational Signatures Prism. I could show it on my phone, I guess. There's only and then I did say the Justin Jefferson. So real quick, my bad. Let's see, purchases. Okay, here's the JJ that I picked up last night. Marty and I were FaceTiming, and I was like, man, I got my eye on something, and if it goes for under like $250, I'm snagging it. It is a Justin Jefferson Optic Silver Prism on card that picked it up for $220. Centered. It's like really nicely centered. Obviously, it's hard to tell like surface and stuff from a eBay photo, but the centering looked like 9, 5, 10. So if the surface and corners and edges are good, it should grade out well. Sean O'Malley, that's who I was talking about earlier, like being a Twitch streamer stuff. I did pick up I picked up an on-card rookie refractor of his, and this one did cost a little bit. This was almost as much as the Trae Young thing. Anyways, it's a on-card auto. I don't know why it's not showing up, but there you go. I got it. I picked it up for $450, and then lastly, I picked up a Trae Young Sensational Signatures rookie sticker auto. But Trae Young's just one of my favorite NBA players right now, and I picked this up for $430.
The thing is nasty. That is so
Yeah,
nasty.
I don't know why. I don't know why it's like. Let me see if I can pull it like full.
My play. Hey, good luck to the Finns, Moko. We're about to get into the game, and we're gonna wrap it up.
There you go. So there is a sticker auto there, but I paid $430 for that. So that's sorry I went so long, but yeah, I've been picking up quite a bit.
No, you're good, brother. No worries. I did get a DM from the other half of Puddle Card Collection, and he wanted to show us the time that Rodrigo Blankenship got to meet the great Mike Gentile.
Yeah.
So there it is. Right there.
Autographed jersey as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Rodrigo was blessed that day.
Correct.
That is
He was
awesome, man.
blessed.
That's right.
Yeah, you got to hang out with the Gentili family. So let's get into that game, guys. Long story short, who you got? I don't have a graphic for tonight because obviously I'm not home. I don't have my computer, all that stuff. But I'm going with Finns. Score I've picked is 21-17. The reason I'm going with the Finns is because Ian Book is starting a quarterback for the Saints. I'm expecting Tua to be able to at least squeak by a good fair or a good low scoring game. So the Finns have been riding pretty high recently. So I'm expecting Tua to step up in this game, and that's why I'm picking the Finns. The Saints also have been having such dominance on defense, though, which really was something I was concerned with what they did with the Buccaneers previous. But, I mean, honestly, I feel like that game was as much a fluke as anything else. You know what I mean? Like, what are the odds of Tom Brady, like, literally giving a goose egg? But by the same point, in that goose egg, there was a lot of players unavailable too. So it was basically Tom Brady playing with a whole bunch of lesser talent. So with all of those things being equated, I just kind of went with my gut and was like, all right, I'm sticking with Tua because hip flip and mama would kick me if I didn't pick the Dolphins. So Miami Dolphins, 21-17.
Nice.
I had the Dolphins 21-13. Two reasons. Number one, I think Jalen Waddle's a stud.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of interested to see what he's going to do. You know, if they're going to put Lattimore on him or whatever. Either way, though, I think it's a good matchup. And most importantly, I just thought to myself, you know what, Marty? Do you think that Paul would pick the Saints? And I said yes. So your boy's fading Paul. Much love, Paul. Happy birthday. But I'm fading you all day long.
Nice.
Yep. Absolutely. You know the sad part is I think Paul actually selected the Dolphins too, if I'm not mistaken, because me and Alan were going over it and he goes, I think Paul's picked the Dolphins. And I was like, you know what though? Like I went with the same team as Paul last week and it worked out for me. So I'm going to try it again. But yeah, I agree. Waddle definitely is a stud. Mama definitely agrees with you. That's definitely her squad. So what do you think of Boston?
Oh, I'm taking Dolphins, dude. Paul's birthday. Paul's gonna get right one time in his life. It'll be on his birthday.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Everybody gets one. The day is his.
Yeah, and I went opposite. And I went opposite of you guys last week because I needed that Justin Fields magic to produce in fantasy. And guess what? On the last play of that game, and he got that touchdown last week. That was a miracle. So I'll take it.
No doubt.
There you go.
But Paul's gonna ride in the back of the bus at the end of the season probably because I'm shocked he didn't pick Saints. I'm just thoroughly shocked.
I am taking the Saints. I'm going to go with a super low scoring game for that reason. With the I think that the Saints defense will have to step up tonight to keep this game close. The odds makers think it's going to be a close game. So I'm going to go with the Saints 13-10.
Ooh, 13-10. I do like the under in tonight's game. I'm not going to lie. I do like the under.
I do too.
Yeah, I think I had it at 24-17. I think I had it at, the under's 44 or some change, I think. I do think it's under that 44.
I do too. I think it's under 30, like 30.
Ooh.
30. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? We'll see.
I smell a side bet between you and me coming.
I don't know if Ian Book's going to talk for 3 touchies and 300 yards, and to get to 44, one side usually has to score 21.
Yeah, it's got to be 24 points from someone.
Yeah. What is up to Swamp Picker? Appreciate you being here, my friend.
Yeah, I got the Dolphins too, but I think it is going to be a close game because I think I know there's some offensive line out on the Dolphins, so I think the Saints' defensive line is going to step up and have a decent game. So I think it's going to be low scoring. It don't have a score, but I think the Dolphins, they're just better on offensive tonight, so I think they'll squeak out a win. As much as it pains me to say that again because of that flag right there behind me.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, and I'm actually surprised. Like I'll say this, that the Saints are as good as they've been this year. Like with all of the stuff that they've gone through at quarterback, like being able to like be competitive as they've been. Like even just going against Tampa Bay, like with diminishing yesterday, that's still the team that just won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That was something that they were able to do that. And like I said, that's why I think it's going to be close. Like I really think it's going to be less than a touchdown that separates the end of this game.
Yeah, there's Waddle with his first catch. There was Waddle with his first catch. Yeah.
Oh, is it already?
Yeah, it's on right now.
This the break says Miami 27, the Saints 13.
That's still under.
Reread that.
That's still under.
Oh, yeah, my bad. The Aints. Mama says, Drew, you're the only one not picking the Fins.
That's 2 for Waddle.
Yeah, I'm the only one not picking the Fins. Yeah, so I look like a genius when I win, right? I'm sorry. I just don't care about either team. I'm a Titans fan, so I really couldn't care less who wins this game tonight. But I usually do go contrary because I've been around sports betting long enough to know primetime games usually take the dog, and it works out pretty well.
Yeah, that was 3.5 or 3 for the Dolphins, and Waddle just got another catch.
Yeah,
Waddle's
those games
I've been wrong before many times.
Isn't that just like a home field advantage, like point spread? So it's like
usually 3
like even that much better.
Yeah. So if they played on a neutral site, it'd be a pick 'em. Exactly.
Yeah. So that's what I figured. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely one of them games I was looking at. Like, man, it could be a dogfight.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, yeah. So,
thanks.
We're gonna get ready to wrap it up, guys. We have gone a little bit over this evening. Is there anything anyone would like to share before we get off the stream?
I do. I want to say Happy New Year to everyone, and we'll see you in the new year. And TGT's got a lot of big things planned moving forward. And I just want to I'll say it again, I want to thank this team that's in here and the other people that are associated with us for, rocking out for the great half year that we've been together. And we can't wait to get the next project and the next ball rolling.
Absolutely. And next week, you'll see us live from sunny California.
You'll be next to me. Sunny my ass. Sunny my ass, dude. It ain't sunny over here. You're on crack. It ain't sunny.
Well, what is it, like 5:20 at night right now? So probably
but it's raining here. You already ruined it, man. Look, you already ruined it.
Did I break California? Is that how that works?
Yeah, you already did it. You blew the top,
but you can't take the Pittsburgh out of the boy.
I mean, you blew the top off. You blew the top off, and there it went over here. I mean, jeez.
Thank you, George. I appreciate that, brother. And again, guys, if you haven't checked out Grunt Dad Sports Cards, make sure you do because he's super underrated, puts out some excellent information in regards to the hobby. So definitely check out my guy's channel. And check out Hit Flippin' Mama as well because that's my people's right there. That's my homie.
That dude, Grunt Dad, man, keeps me awake at night, man.
Yeah. But also, go and get Slab It Up over 100 subscribers, guys. I'd appreciate that. That'd be really cool if you guys could band together and do that.
Yes.
Also, go check out the boys over there at Huddle Card Collection. Really good dudes over there and super knowledgeable about the hobby as well.
Yeah.
Guys, if you haven't already checked out our website, transparentgradingteam.com, go submit some cards because you will not be disappointed. These slabs are BEA beautiful.
I gotta add something to that really quick. Thanks for doing that and reminding me. Take note that we have made some upgrades to the website on where to ship your cards. Please take note of that. Okay,
Yes.
so
yes, moving forward, everything will be shipped to California, not to Pittsburgh, because our main production is going to be located in California. So, anything you guys want to have encapsulated, slabbed, graded, Cali, it's going back to back to Pittsburgh. But guys, we appreciate y'all being here, and we will see you next year with another one of these Picking Apart the Hobby shows. Till then, may God bless you. Take it easy, everyone.
From the city is still